Hello children. Today we will start the chapter 15th of your book, Our Environment. The first term of this chapter is, what is environment? Environment is taken from a Greek word that is envir, that means about. So what is environment? It is the sum total of substances, materials, living beings, present around an organism and plays an important role without being the part of it. Those are referred as environment. Those things, those substances, those living organisms which are present around an organism in an ecological niche, around an habitat, and they are not the part of its life, that is known as environment. This environment is composed of two types of components. The one is living component and other one is non-living component. So this is what the environment is all about. It is the substances, the materials, the living organisms present around an organism that plays an important role but without being the part of it. That is known as environment. Next we will discuss wastes. As we are well aware, whensoever living organisms lives in a vicinity, then they produce certain kind of wastes. They produce metabolic wastes. So we'll discuss about those. What are wastes? Any useless or discarded material is known as a waste. कोई भी ऐसा मटेरियल जो यूज का नहीं रहा और जिसे हमने डिस्कार्ड कर दिया है, that is referred as a waste. On the basis of degradability, the wastes are of two types. One is biodegradable wastes and the second one is non-biodegradable wastes. What are biodegradable wastes? The wastes which can be degraded, or you can write which can be decomposed into simple material by microorganisms, which are referred as saprophytes or decomposers, are referred as biodegradable waste. The waste which can be easily decomposed into simple materials, into simple non-poisonous material by the activity of decomposers, that is microorganisms, are known as biodegradable waste. They are of biological origin. These wastes are of biological origin. What do you mean by this? This means that most of the biodegradable wastes are produced by the living organisms. Whereas, on the other hand, the non-biodegradable wastes are the wastes which cannot be degraded, which cannot be decomposed by the activity of microorganisms, and those microorganisms which plays the role of this degradation are known as saprophytes or decomposers. So they cannot be degraded or decomposed into simple materials, whereas biodegradable wastes can easily be decomposed, can easily be degraded by the activity of microorganisms. Second, biodegradable wastes are of biological origin, but the non-biodegradable wastes are of industrial or chemical origin. That is, they are produced in the industries or by the chemical reactions in the nature, in the environment of a living organism. So these are the two wastes, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. The third difference is on the basis of their accumulation in the nature. Biodegradable wastes cannot be able to accumulate it. In nature quickly, as they are degradable beta. So whenever they get collected in the nature, the microorganisms present in the surroundings will degrade them, will decompose them. And the third, the non-biodegradable wastes are accumulated in nature very easily. They get piled up in nature very easily, as they are non-biodegradable. They will remain in the vicinity, they will remain in the surroundings, they will remain in the nature for a very long period of time. So they get accumulated in the nature they do not accumulate in the nature very easily or very quickly, whereas non-biodegradable waste accumulated or collected together in the nature very easily, in a very short span of time. The next difference is on the basis of conversion of a waste into a resource. What is a resource? Anything which we found in the nature or made artificial and can be used for our well-being is known as a resource. ऐसी कोई भी चीज बचे जो हमें नेचर से मिली है या हमने खुद बनाई है और उसे हम अपनी वेलबींग के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं, that is known as a resource. So biodegradable waste can be converted into a resource. हम बायोडिग्रेडेबल वेस्ट को एक यूजफुल रिसोर्स में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं बाय डीकम्पोजिशन, whereas the non-biodegradable waste cannot be converted into a resource. The last point of difference between these two types of waste is their examples. So examples of these kind of waste is the organic waste, agricultural waste. What is organic waste? The fecal matter of human beings, the cow dung of cattle. Next, the rotten vegetables, the vegetable peels which we produced in our houses. Those are organic wastes, as they are the part of living organisms once. Agricultural waste are the crop waste which we produced after the harvesting. That is the agricultural waste. All these kind of wastes are biodegradable, and they can be converted into a useful resource, that is a compost. Whereas the examples of non-biodegradable wastes are plastics, polythene, some pesticides like DDT, dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. That is the full form of DDT. That is a pesticide which will remain in the soil for a very long period of time. And it is assumed that DDT will remain in the soil for almost 200 years without getting degraded. So that will be a harm to the environment. So these kind of wastes are referred as non-biodegradable wastes. Now we discuss an important question related to biodegradable waste. That should we allow the biodegradable waste to pile up near our surroundings or in our surroundings? क्या हम बायोडिग्रेडेबल वेस्ट को अपनी सराउंडिंग्स में इकट्ठा होने दें? They are biodegradable, beta. So they will be degraded by the microorganisms sooner or later. So does that mean that we should allow them to collect or pile up in our surroundings? The answer would be no. We shouldn't allow the biodegradable waste to pile up near our surroundings or in our surroundings. Why? The first reason is they will cause air pollution. How? As foul smell will be produced due to their decomposition. That foul smell will cause the air pollution. It will be very difficult to breathe in that foul smell. Second, those pile up biodegradable waste will act as a breeding ground for various vectors. Now the question is, what are vectors? The living organism which spread a disease from an afflicted person to a healthy person are known as vectors. Like mosquitoes, they spread various harmful diseases like dengue, malaria. So these vectors will breed upon that biodegradable waste. So their breeding will increase, their number will increase, and henceforth the disease which they cause, the content of the disease to people will be increased. The chances of people to get affected by that disease will be increased. Next, rats. These type of vectors will grow in that biodegradable waste very easily. Third, growth of pathogens is increased. As these biodegradable waste provides a nutrient media to several disease-causing microorganisms. And disease-causing microorganisms are known as pathogens. So their growth increases. And if their growth increases, their number increases, and henceforth, more diseases will spread in the surroundings, in the area where that pile or that group of biodegradable waste is there. So, even though biodegradable waste can be degraded, can be decomposed into simple and non-poisonous substances, yet we should not allow them to pile up near our surroundings or in our surroundings. Next question which we have to discuss is, what are the effects or bad impacts of biodegradable waste? The first is, they cause water and soil pollution. As these, that is the non-biodegradable waste, not biodegradable. Non-biodegradable waste, when present in water or soil, they do not allow the living organisms present in that to grow. As they are non-biodegradable, they are not going to degrade into simple and non-poisonous material. So these kind of waste cause water and soil pollution. Second is, they get stacked or piled up in the environment and covers a large area. The stacked waste present in the outer boundaries of New Delhi is a very common example of those non-biodegradable wastes which are piled up in a huge amount. A large number of non-biodegradable waste, that is in metric tons, is produced every year in New Delhi, and that will covering a large area around the outskirts of the Delhi. So that cover the area better, and that area covered means that will serve as a breeding ground for the mosquitoes, as those non-biodegradable waste does not allow the water to seep in. So whenever rain will be there, the water gets collected, and if stagnant water will be there, the growth of mosquitoes is more. So that is the harmful impact of non-biodegradable waste to the environment. The third one is air pollution. If we burn those non-biodegradable waste, then the burning of these wastes produce harmful gases, and those harmful gases pollute the environment. Some of them even will cause acid rain, and acid rain is a disaster in itself. It harms the crop, it corrodes the building. So that is what the air pollution. which is caused by the non-biodegradable waste when we burn them. The last point is biomagnification. A very important term, 1 mark term for your board exam beta. What is biomagnification? The concentration of harmful chemicals keeps on increasing when we move from one tropic level to another in a food chain is known as biomagnification. इस चैप्टर में बच्चे हम आगे चलकर फूड चेन पढ़ने वाले हैं जो आपने अपनी छोटी क्लासेस में भी पढ़ी थी. फूड चेन क्या बेटा? एक सीक्वेंस है जिसमें एक ऑर्गेनिज्म को नेक्स्ट खाएगा. इट इज अ सीक्वेंस ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म व्हिच टेल्स अस हु ईट्स whom. तो बच्चे बायोमैग्निफिकेशन क्या है? जब हम एक फूड चेन में एक ट्रॉपिक लेवल से एक ऑर्गेनिज्म से नेक्स्ट पर जाते हैं बेटा, तो हार्मफुल केमिकल्स की कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ती जाती है. तो सम soluble non-biodegradable wastes. What are soluble non-biodegradable wastes? Like pesticides. Those kind of wastes will become a part of food chain and causes biomagnification. That is, their harmful concentration keeps on increases as we move from one tropic level to the next. So these are the bad impacts of non-biodegradable waste if we allow them to collect in our environment or our surroundings.